So you oversee the consumer unit and worldwide manufacturing, but that's a whole lot of things. I'm just going to read them. It's 2/3 of employees, the whole consumer business, the medical device business, health and wellness, technology, supply chain, operating infrastructure, and some other stuff. So I guess my first question is, how do you know what to do when you show up to work every day?
So I show up to work every day just like everybody else at J&J. Our goal in life is to make people's lives better, make them healthier, make them, have better well-being. So that's part of our credo, and every day when I show up, that's what I'm focused on, and it doesn't matter whether I'm dealing with a question around technology, design thinking, medical devices, consumer, how we make our employees more efficient and effective by fixing our infrastructure and creating a modern workforce. Everything we do is centered around that. And quite honestly, it makes it easy to know what your priorities are.
Well, that's helpful. So I talked about tech in the intro, and this is a huge area of focus for you.
Yes.
But J&J has a number of things going on. Everything from you're kind of turning it into a data company, which is one thing. You've got partnerships with Apple and Google. You've got your own innovation lab, and you're incubating startups. So there's a whole lot going on there. What do you think is the most exciting, and what is the most important?
The most exciting thing that we're doing is we really are saying we're a science and technology company. We're bringing technology into the company to allow us to improve how healthcare is delivered, how people have better access to it, and how we're actually using that data in lots of different ways to improve people's health. I mean, one of the keys to all of this is having people figure out how they can improve their own behaviors so that they stay well. And then if they do get sick, how do we help them get better sooner? So I could give you a million examples, but we have relationships with over 50 technology companies. So we're bringing technology into the company, but we've also changed what we're doing as technologists ourselves and bringing lots of technologists into the company. So we're marrying science and technology. It's an and, it's not an or.
And it's also sort of an inside and outside thing.
Inside and
internal
outside.
and with the
outside.
consumer.
Yep.
But with the internal stuff, so you have thrown out some stats that you guys have more data or double the data on reserve than the IRS. I'm probably bungling that a little bit.
That's okay.
But it's a lot of data.
Yes.
But my question is, what do you actually, we hear so much about how these big companies are becoming having so much data, but what do you actually do with the data? What do you learn from it? So what's an example of how that's really led you to advance something?
So I'll give you a really simple example. So we are doing a lot of work in how people prepare for, have surgeries, and recover from surgeries. And we use lots of data to enable us to do that. Some of that data is stuff you would normally think about, social interaction data, how do you use that? But we also use the data from the patient, from the hospital system, and we combine it in a way to completely change that interaction. I jokingly say, if you're a tennis player and you know when Wimbledon is, you don't wait 6 months and just show up on the court. You prepare. And that's what we help people do. Prepare for that surgery, recover from that surgery. And we use data and we use mobile technology to make it a highly interactive experience and change the way in which healthcare is delivered.